Welcome to another St. By Night revamped production. The following is rated for mature audiences and may contain graphic themes that will be distressing to some viewers. As always, we recommend you ensure the safety and well-being of yourself and those around you at all times. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the St. By Night YouTube channel where we play St. Petersburg By Night, a massive multiplayer tabletop role-playing game set in the world of darkness. We play Vampire the Masquerade, Hunter the Reckoning, and Werewolf the Apocalypse. My name is Nikki, also known as Crafty Mirage, and you can find me on all social media at Crafty Mirage, and I am one of the storytellers here at St. By Night. Make sure to check out St. By Night on all major social media platforms. We're on Twitter, also known as X. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, and we're on Twitch. But you should check us out on our website, stpbynight.com, where we have our city map, storyteller profiles, our threat meter, and links to all of our podcasts, which are available now for your listening pleasure. If you aren't already a subscriber here on YouTube, you should go ahead and hit that follow button and catch up on our past episodes. And if you're interested in playing with us, come join our Discord server and be a part of our amazing community. Today we are playing Mementos, one of the Camarilla Chronicles here on St. By Night. Let's introduce our players.
Hello, I'm Lilith, and I play the very loving and charismatic Lasombra Leaf.
I'm Wex. I play Emeric Vale, our, least trusted Tremere, at least in this coterie.
I'm Ro. I play Sean Allen, the nerdy neighbor Nosferatu.
Hi, I'm Panshi, and I am playing Wally, the ghostly pale white tall Nosferatu.
Hey, I'm Alicia. I play Parker, the purple-haired teenage Bruja.
Last we left off, our coterie finally retrieved the journal of Dr. Lake through the now ghoul of Emeric Vale, Oscar Vasquez, an FBI agent and also a member of the Second Inquisition. When they looked through Dr. Lake's journal, they made the discovery that she was indeed a salubri. And as a coterie discussed the next steps in what to do with said journal. There were discussions to give it over to Carmen. There were discussions to hand it over to the salubri. And then there was discussions of handing it over to the prince. Ultimately, it was decided that the prince would be the one to receive the journal, with the suggestion that it be given to the Salubri as a gesture of goodwill and welcoming them to the city. Leaf, however, wanted to make sure that things were settled with Carmen while they went ahead and made a forgery of the journal. So, with Shaun and Leaf together, you guys are heading to De Noche. De Noche is a club about a 20-minute drive north of where you guys are at. Who would be driving?
Shaun. Leaf would not be driving. No, definitely Shaun.
All right. So, Shaun, we'll say that you have a vehicle of some sort. And what vehicle would you have if you had one?
Normally, I would have a bike.
So, how about we say you guys borrowed the van?
That would work.
All right. So, you are in the unicorn van, driving north up the highway to Dunedin, where you know De Noche is settled. You should have a plan going into this, so for right now, the scene is yours as you two discuss the strategy that would be best suitable for going forward and discussing things with Carmen.
So what's the plan?
The plan is to talk to Carmen and smooth things out before we give this journal to the prince directly. Leaf just glares the inside of this fucking van. I just want some more information on what Carmen was planning to do with this journal and make sure that we are fully making the correct decision before we hand it over.
So who's going to be doing the talking? You?
I mean, I figured I would be. I have more of an experience.
And smoother skin, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, there's that as well. But she has been fairly neutral towards your clan, as far as I've seen. Though I do think it would be better if you maybe stood outside of the room. That way, if anything happens, you're still right there.
I mean, I figured I'd be there, beside you, to, make sure everything went smoothly.
Right. I'm just worried that would backfire and make her more on edge than necessary. I have found that when I go to her on my own, that conversations go better than if she meets someone she doesn't end up liking during the process. And Leaf just kind of stares out the window, thinking back on some interactions that she's had with Carmen, or been around for, rather.
Yeah, you could be honest with me, right?
Oh, I very much am being honest with you. The flow of the conversation and the direction that it goes is based a lot on whether or not she likes everybody in the room or not.
I mean, you just said though that she wouldn't have a problem with me or my.
I said that she is more neutral, that she has been known to be neutral.
Leaf,
I did not say anything about not having a problem.
go ahead and give me a. It'll be different results for whichever one you pick. You can either give me an intelligence and awareness roll, or you can give me an intelligence and politics roll.
Okay, I will be going with intelligence and awareness.
Okay.
Can I blood search?
Absolutely.
Okay. If I roll a critical success on the hunger die for the blood search, does that count as anything, or does it just count as a success?
It just counts as a success.
Whew, okay, good. I got 3 successes.
3 successes. While you don't know the personal opinions of Carmen and when it comes to the Nosferatu, you have noticed a couple of things about Carmen just in the time you've known her. You know that she is a Toreador, of course, and she is very much a fan of things that would be considered aesthetically pleasing, which includes her staff. Now, the reason that sticks out mostly is because you think of her main ghoul, Jennifer. Jennifer's pretty average in looks compared to the rest of her staff. The rest of her staff, the bartenders, the security, the bouncers, they are all very attractive people. But Jennifer is pretty average. And you do know that Jennifer is also has some very ugly scarring, chemical burn scars on her that are on her neck that travel down to past her shirt down her back. Not something a Toreador would willingly want to put up with on a regular basis, just based on what you know about the clan itself. Yet Carmen does, and keeps the ghoul close. So, while the Toreadors don't necessarily appreciate ugliness, just based on this information alone, you can gather that Carmen might have some general respect towards people that can't help the unfortunate state of their looks.
So, in other words, she has a soft spot for people with scarred injuries and stuff like that.
However you wish to interpret that is up to you.
Okay. Leaf's gonna leave it with being very specific on saying feeling neutral towards Shaun's clan. So yes, she is more neutral than other Toreador have been known to be towards Nosferatu. But it's not just looks. You know, it's also personality. It's like you have to prove yourself a bit to Carmen. And if that doesn't work out, then the rest of the conversation just goes absolutely south.
I was told I have a wonderful personality. But you want me posted outside, and you're gonna go into the lion's den alone.
I mean, you would be right outside the door hearing everything. So if something goes south, you're right there. Crafty, is Leaf aware of the, like, quote unquote glamour put on the club?
By this point, absolutely.
Okay. Leaf adds in. It also all depends on how you react when we first get there, really.
Are you going to fill me in on what exactly you mean by that?
Well, the club has a certain allure to it that people can get, as I've heard some say, lost in the sauce in, so to speak. So if you get caught unaware, it can swallow you whole.
I mean, I've been to some pretty big ravers before, but how is the security?
Very tight. Very tight. No weapons allowed. No drugs allowed. Not that that's an issue for us.
No,
but
no drugs that could lead to someone getting hurt drugs allowed. AKA no roofies.
Specifically no roofies, stuff like that, stuff that can lead to people getting hurt. And they have some dogs too that aren't exactly normal dogs. So they're looking for something as well. So yeah, very uptight security.
So normal dogs, not normal dogs as in familiars?
Crafty, would Leaf know the details?
Give me an intelligence and occult. Shaun, you also can do this role if you would like. Intelligence and occult.
Is it Oblivion related in any way?
No, it is not.
Well. I only got 2 successes on that one.
Okay. Two successes. All right, so you're both going to get different levels of information just because Shaun comes from a clan where animalism is a thing. So, Leaf, with your 2 successes, you don't know that animalism is something that is generally tied to toreadors. You've actually never really seen any toreadors that you have seen. You haven't really seen dogs around them, and you do know that the dogs don't belong to Carmen, they belong to her ghoul, to Jennifer. So it's kind of weird, but, like, you don't know if you know that they're not familis, you know that they're not super, like, animals that are bloodbound to the kindred. Shaun, because you are of Clan Nosferatu, you have 2 successes, you have a little bit more knowledge. You know that Toreadors definitely aren't ones who have that in-clan gift. It's not something Toreadors do. They don't play with animals unless it's to wear them as fur. So the fact that a Toreador in the neutral zone has dogs, that's weird. Animals don't like kindred. And it doesn't sound right in your head. And it's honestly making you a little suspicious of Carmen in the first place, because how the fuck is she doing that?
No, they're not familiars. I haven't had the chance to look into it too much, but they're not like that.
Do you know how many she has?
She has 2. Her one of the security does. Jennifer has 2 dogs.
Jennifer's her like secretary.
I believe Jennifer's like lead security.
Would Shaun know anything on Jennifer, like ghoul or just like the first time he's hearing about her?
This is the first time you're hearing about her. You do recall hearing her name that night that Carmen came into the Coterie Haven, and when you guys got back and told her that the journal was gone, and she kind of stormed out calling for Jennifer to get in the car and get the dogs. So you recall hearing her name, so you know that Jennifer at least works for Carmen.
Is Jennifer kindred, kind, ghoul?
That you don't know.
This is directed toward Leaf.
Oh, sorry.
Jennifer is Carmen's ghoul. Though she refers to them as pets, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
So Jennifer is referred to as pet, or the dogs are referred to as pet?
Jennifer is referred to as a pet.
And Crafty.
No, her name is used.
Crafty, ghoul, would dogs and animals react the same way toward ghouls?
No, you know that animals, because they're not, the reason that animals don't like kindred specifically is because they stink of death.
I wasn't sure if some of that stench was turned on to the ghouls as well, but okay, that would kind of make more sense, but not.
Yeah, the ghouls are still mortal, so they like the ghouls. The animals like the ghouls a little bit more, but they definitely don't like kindred.
Oh, okay, so I'm to wait outside where you speak with her. Is there any kind of, like, safe word
I was just thinking about that, actually.
We're gonna have earpieces too, correct?
Earpieces don't work with me, unfortunately.
Nothing at all. Okay.
I'm trying to think of what a good safety word would be.
It's not pineapple. That's overused.
Pineapple? What? What do you mean it's overused? Why
No,
would I
no.
ever talk about pineapple in a conversation with Carmen?
That's the whole point. But it's just don't think too hard on it.
Okay. Crafty, is there a gap underneath the door?
All doors have gaps underneath them, so yes.
Yeah, but like, I knowing Carmen's setup in her office, it would be pretty soundproof and everything. Would there be enough of a gap for, say, a shadow?
Yes, there is plenty of space. A shadow, yeah, it can travel across the surface, so yes.
Perfect. How about instead of a secret or safe word, a secret code, I push some shadow underneath the door and have it envelop you a little bit as the danger sign. I think that would be the most...
I mean, yeah, that or puppets.
That are shadow puppets?
Yeah, just I'll keep an eye on some weird acting shadows.
Okay.
All right, so you guys finished driving the rest of the way to De Noche, getting there relatively easily, and we're gonna move on to Emeric, Parker, and Wally. You three were left behind to start working on the forgery of the journal that you could turn over to the FBI so that way they're not suspicious of it going missing. Now,
Emeric would.
Yes, go ahead. No, actually, go ahead. I was going to say now the scene is yours, so go ahead.
Fair enough. Emeric would reach into his bag, pull out some paper that looks vaguely appropriate, but still very new, unfortunately. Several, like a ink quill, like a pen, like a dipping pen, and a feather quill for writing, and an inkwell, as well as a small piece of cloth. Put it on the table next to the paper, and he would look at first at Wally. Wally, do you have your laptop or computer here?
Yeah, I got everything. I got papers, I got notes, I got everything I need, I think.
Excellent. As we go through this, make sure to take digital copies of each page. Yes.
Yes.
One for you, one for me, for sure. Parker, can you go start a pot of coffee, preheat the oven to about 210 degrees, and see if you can find any spray bottles and perhaps lemons, Maybe if there's a bottle of ammonia or bleach under the thing. Not both. One or the other. Pick one. I don't care which one. Just pick one. That'd be great. We'll start with that. We're gonna make this paper look old, and then we're going to write on it. But first, we need to make sure we have all of the information copied effectively. Yes. We all in agreement here?
Right.
Sure. You want me to separate the letters and the typos that she made? Like digitally separate the letters and how they are made to try and find a pattern.
Yeah, if you want to, absolutely. I just want a copy for my own records, and I want to have time to look through this. I assume you do too, Wally?
Yes.
Of course. All right. And Parker, you're good with artwork. That's what someone said, I think.
Is it Scott in the room with us?
Scott's in the room with you, looking at all three of you like, what the fuck? Like, looking at Emeric specifically like, excuse me, what the fuck did you just say?
You're good at art, right? You've got some skill, talent. Maybe you can write pretty with. Do you know what this is? And he would gesture at the feather and inkwell. This is probably way before your time, isn't it? You probably have no idea what this is, do you?
Just because I'm young doesn't mean I'm stupid. Of course I know what this is.
Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. Here's my plan. If you don't like it, tell me. We're gonna age all this paper. We're gonna bind it up in the old book that Wally picked up. Wally is gonna take a picture of the page and then give Parker a summary of what is on the page. Not details, just a summary. And then Parker, you're gonna just, in your own handwriting, write the story of whatever the page was. It will be a facsimile, but none of the real details of the page. So we've got a little bit of separation, a little telephone game there to keep it authentic. Does that work for everybody?
If you can, try and copy a little bit. I mean, put your handwriting, but try to copy a little bit. Anything special that she does, in case he already has read something in the book and might be like, this is different.
Emeric would gesture at Oscar. Oscar, did you read anything in the book yet? Did you take any notes or pictures?
Yeah,
I thought he was not in the room. When we were
no, he's I was about to say he's upstairs in the room in the.
You're blatantly
Lanny's
copying the book.
Lanny's showing him where the cookies are. Lanny's showing him where the cookies are.
I'll tell you what. What I'll do is whatever he remembers. I'll see if he actually took any records of this. But if he has, then I'll have him delete them. If not, I'll make him remember the book that is the forgery as the book he collected originally. It'll be a perfect memory for him, I hope. It should be. There's no problem with that now. So we have to make the forgery look aged appropriately. 400 years, I can handle that. It's just basic chemistry, really. And a little bit of flair, a little bit, but...
Parker, give me a wits and awareness.
Is it just Parker?
Just Parker.
I'm sorry?
4 with a crit. As all of this information is being thrown at you, and Wally and Emeric are in their excited, nerdy blur, and out of the corner of your eye, you very easily see Scott leaning against the wall, watching you, and then looking at them, and then looking back at you, not saying anything. He is simply observing you. Your sire is very much studying what you are going to do in this situation. It's the first time you've actually ever seen him assess you.
Well, are you gonna help me gather stuff or not?
To me, I can help you if you need help. Let's
No, Scott.
No. Yeah, absolutely, it'd be super helpful.
You want me to help? You want me to help you?
I mean, you don't have to, I guess. We can handle it.
Yeah,
Can I
you
make
can.
a coffee?
Yeah, I can make the coffee, kid.
Sweet.
You
You're highlight.
Yeah, I know exactly how you like it. You sit there, you do your calligraphy while of the photos of the journal. And he walks out of the room to go make the coffee.
But just not of the photos, just of the summaries. Not. We're gonna play telephone.
The photos are to look
I think
at the
he's
handwriting.
upset that we're
Yeah.
making a copy at all. The photos being, isn't this a masquerade breach?
The book in and on itself is not actually like much of a masquerade. There isn't like any kindred history. It's just like a woman out of her time being segregated and all that shit. It's just it looks like a lot of women. Looks like the same
That's
person has
literally-
written it from 400 years. So if you can, from time to time, change up the handwriting so it looks
Yeah,
like
I know.
different
That's why
people.
we're making the
What I'm-
copy, but that's literally what Carmen said when she sent us to get it, was that it was a masquerade breach.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah,
It
it was
wasn't.
just something that she wanted to protect because it's from Dr. Lake was a person near and dear from her heart, and she didn't want to lose the book.
Yeah, I think more, and maybe herself, based on some of the stuff in there. Either way, it doesn't. You don't have to try to mimic the handwriting at all. It just use your own handwriting. I think that's perfectly fine. It'll all be the same, but if they do a deep dive, they'll realize that this book has been artificially aged and is actually only brand new, essentially.
Yeah, I'm
That's the
fine with
idea.
making the fake. I think it's just the photos of it that Scott's having an issue with.
No, I'm just saying it'd be easier if you don't try to copy the handwriting. It'll keep the story consistent that there was one handwriting for all these dates, and then upon spectral analysis or whatever they do, they'll find out that, oh, this book is not 400 years old. This book is 40 days old, or whatever it happens to be. That
I
makes
mean, the
sense?
actual book that I found is like 70, but yeah.
I mean, that's fine. The
The
cover
one
will be
that we are
70 years
buying
old.
into, yeah.
Yeah, and the pages will be new, and it'll be an obvious fake once they get it into a lab. But until that time, we're good. And I think like that's and it was like I said, keep your handwriting. It'll be easier to do. We'll handle that, and don't copy exactly what she said. Just take it as an inspiration and sort of let the words flow. It doesn't have to be great.
We
Makes
can
sense.
improvise.
And Wally, if you could, as you take those pictures, just to make ourselves 100% safe for the masquerade, just delete out the years maybe of the dates.
Yeah, I'm going to Photoshop some stuff.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. And then if we could just have like a E or a cipher or something about like what pages correlate to what dates, that'd be ideal. If you just take notes or
Yeah.
not Scott. Probably not Oscar for this choice. Maybe Lanny could take notes of like just the dates. I think that'd be fine. Yeah. Save us some work. It'd be great. So let's get these papers in the oven.
All right.
And
I'm
yeah,
going to
and,
need several rolls for this
Fair
little
enough.
group project that you guys are doing.
fair enough.
All right. So, from Wally, what you're going to be focusing on what specifically?
I am taking the pictures, I am photoshopping out dates, and I am reading it to Parker, the summary of the pages, like changing little bits and pieces of story that might come across masquerade breachy.
Okay.
Like I'm changing little bits and stuff so she can write it down.
All right.
And
so
I am basically photocopying the book into my computer.
That's what I
And
figured.
changing up some stuff in Photoshop, so if anyone finds this PDF or files, it doesn't actually show any dates that might imply that this is a 400-year book.
Okay. So from you, I will need an intelligence and technology roll. Wex, you are focusing on the actual paper and the binding,
Yes, I'm
correct?
focusing. Absolutely.
I'm going to need an intelligence and science or larceny from you.
Can I do science with a chemistry specialty?
Yes.
Perfect.
And
Can I
a blood
blood
search.
that?
yes, you all can blood search. And Parker, from you, I am going to need a dexterity and craft roll. And all of you, because you are helping each other out through this, are getting an additional 2 additional dice for your rolls, along with the blood surge, because this is a group project and you're all helping each other out.
Well, that's a good pool suddenly.
Suddenly.
I mean, it was a
Bitch,
decent
I've
pool to begin
seen
with.
your
Now
I've seen your sheet. That's a good pool for you.
it's a very good pool. It's a lot of dice. It's a lot of dice. Ooh. Oh, what the
7
hell? I'll blow
successes with
willpower.
a crit.
That's real good. Wow, that's a lot of successes.
And I kind of want to spend a willpower to make it bigger.
Yeah, I spent the willpower and I have 11
Yeah, I'm gonna
successes.
spend a willpower.
Oh man, that was a good willpower reroll. Good fishing pays off sometimes.
I also spent a willpower and I got 7 successes.
Oh,
I
That's
did
a
too
9 with a
good.
crit. That's a 9 with a crit, motherfuckers.
okay. So the 3 of you you guys get into the zone. You guys get into the zone and you all actually get to see each other. You all get to see each other kind of doing very well. Like, you're getting to see the best out of each of every one of you. Like, for the next 2 hours, you are focused and working diligently on this forgery. Emeric makes the paper look identical to the journal. Like, if you were to put the pages next to each other, you would think they were cut and pressed from the same tree. Wally is able to Photoshop his copies very efficiently. You would not be able to note that any dates on them in any capacity.
But I'm jotting down the dates on my own journal.
Okay.
So I can
Lanny
pass
is.
the notes.
Lanny was jotting
down.
the dates down.
Yeah, we're
And
jotting down the shit in our respective journals.
And Parker, you haven't had a chance to do something artistic for a long time. So when you put pen to paper using a similar method as what you believe Lake would have used, it's almost euphoric in a way. You kind of feel yourself getting lost in just the strokes, the swoops. While you try not to copy her handwriting so much, you can't help but every time you look over at the pages to kind of gain some inspiration from them, you can't help but also feel inspired by the gorgeous calligraphy on the page. Lake was excellent with her penmanship, and you wanted your forgery to reflect that. So, despite you not trying, looks very similar to Lake's handwriting, just because you drew inspiration. Now, if someone were to analyze it, like an FBI agent, they would be able to tell that 2 different women wrote these pages. However, Parker, you did an excellent job mimicking Lake's handwriting. And after about a couple of hours, you have very much made an excellent forgery.
I think we're done. Wally, will you send me over those files? You just airdrop them.
Yes. Do you have a pen drive lying around? I can just give you back later.
Yeah, of course. Reaches into the briefcase. This work, yeah?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to plug it. I'm going to snoop the pen drive to see if there's anything in it.
No, be blank.
I'm going to put on the files. Don't forget your notes. You're going to need them and the files to match up the shits.
And it's not like encrypted. You didn't put like a password on it or anything. It's not
Of
gonna
course, I
be...
put a password on. What kind of PDF you have
You're gonna
lying
tell me the
around?
password?
It's Ghost in the Code.
Okay.
Put the
like a
numbers on
zero.
the
Yeah,
vowels.
yeah. Yep, okay.
Yes.
I can do that. Totally. It's a little
Every first letter is capitalized if it's not a number.
All right, fair enough. I can handle that.
Everyone go ahead and give me a wits and awareness.
No blood surge?
No. This is a passive wits and awareness.
2 successes.
Gotta find this. Sweet. 3 successes.
3 successes, okay.
4.
4 successes. All right. So all of you, after you kind of come out of your little bit of a work frenzy, we'll call it, all realize you haven't seen Scott in a while.
He never brought me my coffee.
Coffee was for me to help age the pages.
Yeah, but
I
there was
used
supposed to be
it.
some for me too. Where did it go?
There's a pot. The rest of the pot's still there. I didn't use it all. I just needed like a quarter of a cup.
But I don't know. I haven't seen Scott in a bit. I was really focused on getting this all handled. It was fun work.
Oh man, this place is not that big. He should be around. Do you think Lenny is okay also? I think we're
Lenny-
pretty much done, so she can come back with Oscar.
She's yeah, it's fine.
Lanny and Oscar, you have been able to keep an eye on, but none of you have seen Scott in a little while. He basically brought over the coffee, left the room, and then you didn't hear from him again after that.
I'm gonna text him. We're all done. Where did you go?
No response.
Can't you call him?
I mean, yeah. And I'll go ahead and call him.
I mean, he's a grown adult. He doesn't have to be here. He probably has gone out for, I don't know, cigarettes.
The
But
call.
he usually tells me if he's leaving.
He's also your ride. But you hear the phone line ring, ring, ring. And with your collective wits and awareness, everyone, you realize you can hear the sound of the call coming from outside.
No, I think it's just outside.
And the phone is still, and then the phone, and on Parker, on your end, the phone goes to voicemail.
She'll just hang up and head outside to look for him.
Emeric is gonna round up Oscar and Lanny, and then also head outside to make sure Parker doesn't get murdered.
I am packing up everything. I am not leaving anything behind. No notes, no nothing. And then I'm going to head outside, but invisible.
Wait, I would probably have taken the book and put it back in the lockbox. There's forgery in the lockbox, just for the record. And do we want to rock, paper, scissors for who grabs the actual physical journal?
I can be invisible, motherfucker.
I would probably allow. Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, that's fair. You'd probably be safer with it. So yeah, Emeric would allow Wally to take that, take the original journal for sure.
Parker, you go outside. You call, and you find yourself calling again just to get a beat on where the sound is coming from. Behind the house, you know that there's a lot of trees. It's like a park. It's like a very lush park. But there's very little lighting here. But you do hear it clearer now outside. The sound of Scott's phone ringing further in the darkness.
Scott?
Do you go further?
Yes.
All right. You go further in. The silence surrounding you, you step into the darker area of the park, following the ringtone. As you approach and go further in, give me a wits and awareness.
Are we still like a few steps behind her?
I will say that you two are in the doorway at this point.
3 successes.
3 successes. You hear the snap of a twig to your right. And this is where we're going to switch back to Shaun and Leaf. Shaun and Leaf, you get to De Noche while they're in the midst of their crafting frenzy, because they would still be very much involved. So, as you approach the building, De Noche is a nightclub built right on the water side. It is a 2-story building that used to be a restaurant and was basically gutted out from the inside out and turned into the fantastic nightclub you see before you. It has floor-to-ceiling windows on the side of the building facing the water, where you can see that there is a dock that is brightly lit with RGB lighting. There is music beating through the air. You can feel it from your car, and you can see that there is a line out the door, which is impressive even for a Wednesday night. As you exit your vehicles and begin to approach the building, go ahead and give me... Shit. Oh, here it is. Go ahead and give me a composure and intelligence roll.
Shaun has 2 successes.
2 successes. All right.
I have 4 successes. Okay, good thing I looked again. Whoops.
Okay, 4 successes. Neither of you are successful, as you are both
Love
affected by the awe. So, you guys want nothing more than to go into this amazing nightclub. You want nothing more than to get in there, to party, to have fun. You guys want to even go see Carmen. You know that anywhere Carmen is probably going to be a great time.
Isn't this club just the best?
Sounded so sarcastic.
I mean, look at those dogs. Aren't they just... Don't you just want to pet them? And this music? God, I haven't listened to music in so long. It always fucks up whenever I'm around it. But the sound system here is so far away that I don't fuck with it constantly.
And actually, Shaun, you do see the dogs. There are 2 dogs stationed at the doors as you're approaching the building. You see that one is a German Shepherd that is being a very good boy and doing as his handler commands.
Such a good boy. Such a good boy.
The other one is a Border Collie who is also trying to be a good boy, but is a little bit more excitable than the German Shepherd. You can see that his tail's wagging a little bit faster, his tongue's lolling out, and he seems to have his ears pricked, listening, trying to see everyone at once. He's a little bit more excited than the German Shepherd, and from what you can see, not as well trained as the German Shepherd. But they are both wearing security vests, and are sitting next to a woman with short red hair who has some scarring on the back of her neck.
Times like this, I wish I had animalism because I want to give the two bestest boys the bestest riches.
As you both approach the building, you do see that the dogs pause. The little excited border collie suddenly doesn't get as excited as both Leaf and Shaun approach. Leaf, at the humanity you're at, you haven't seen the dogs in a while. As you approach,
Oh no.
As you approach, they both have a bit more of an intense reaction to you. The border collie you see his tail go between his legs and he starts backing up, the fur on the back of his neck raising. But he looks more scared than aggressive. Whereas the German Shepherd is now at full attention, ears flat, neck fur puffed out, and baring his teeth at you.
Leaf visibly frowns and internally she's a little heartbroken, especially under the effects of the club right now. She's more emotional than usual. How close are we to them at this point?
You are approaching the club, so you're still not completely, but they clocked you because you guys stand out for them.
Right. Oh, that's not how they usually respond. Did I do something wrong? What is going on here? And Shaun can hear Leaf just mumbling to herself about something that she did wrong. It must be something that she did wrong. Great, now dogs don't even like me anymore. God, I'm such a fuck up. Just continuing to mumble underneath her breath, just beating the fucking shit out of herself mentally and emotionally.
So what exactly effect does this all have on us?
So the effect that awe has on you guys feel great. This place is great. You guys want to go have fun. Basically, you're feeling happy. Granted, Leaf just got a little bit of an ego blow, so she's allowed to feel a little sad. Even under the effects of awe, I feel that being rejected by two good boys would affect anyone, even someone under the effect of awe. So she's a little sad right now, but other than that, you are both feeling light. You're feeling energetic, you're feeling happy, and you're feeling drawn to the building.
Yeah, honestly, that's just Leaf. That's just Leaf. So
I'm sure we'll have better luck inside.
Yeah, but I felt so good about seeing them, and now they're not even happy to see me. But you know what? You're right. We're gonna have so much fun in there. God, I haven't felt this good in... I don't want to think about that. It's just, let's go in. Let's have some fun. You know, everybody's back at the coterie doing their thing. We have plenty of time. We can enjoy ourselves a little bit first.
I wonder if they have a live DJ.
That's not even a question, dude. Of course they have a live DJ.
I mean,
hopefully it's not the same guys it was last time, because...
Okay, last time I went to a club, they had an electronic DJ, okay? So...
Oh my god. Alright, as you guys get closer, the woman, the security woman that is standing by the dog, she has turned to look at you. When she sees you, Leaf, specifically, she doesn't even question you. She just nods her head very politely, a little deeper than she would to a standard mortal. Jennifer recognizes you and doesn't ask for your ID or anything. She already has the stamp that you know you have to get to come in ready, and glances over to Shaun, notices half of his face, even despite the face mask, gives a knowing nod, and reaches out to stamp the back of both of your hands with a red ink stamp that has just like, that just says the logo, that just has like the De Noche on it, and waves you both into the building. Miss Alvarez is upstairs if you are requiring her.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry that I scared the dogs. I don't know what's going on. I'm so sorry. I was so excited to see them, but you know, we're just here to have a good time, to talk with Carmen a little bit. It'll be okay. Leaf is very clearly not acting like her usual self.
Very much. And Jennifer has clocked that. She's like, go on and have a good time, Miss Leaf. You and your, and she glances at Shaun, associate.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You guys head inside, and immediately there is a crowd of dancing people. It is a hedonistic throng of just bodies swaying to the beat. You can feel the music beneath your shoes as you walk. There is indeed a live DJ who is turning tables. There is a long bar on one end of the dance floor where you can see that there's like 3 bartenders tending bar, serving drinks. It's not a sex club. I'm sorry, but it is a great time. You head on upstairs to where you know Carmen's gonna be, because you're here for a reason, and you know Carmen's the one you want to see, and Carmen's where you're gonna have the best time.
You know what? I really think that you should meet Carmen as well, Shaun. Forget what I said in the car. You know, I think that you are gonna love her and she's gonna love you, and I feel so good about this. This was a great idea. You know, coming here, having a good time, we can all chat, get everything figured out. It's gonna be great.
I mean, right on, you lead the way. You know, you've been here before, obviously.
You know what? You're absolutely right, Shaun. I will lead the way. Thanks.
All right, Leaf, you lead Shaun over to the VIP area stairs. Miguel, the bouncer, sees you're both stamped correctly and lets you go by and says, hey, you're actually in luck. Miss Alvarez is frequenting the VIP area tonight. So you go right on up the stairs. And as soon as you're in the room, you see Carmen. You also realize that the awe that was affecting you both drops the second you have your eyes on her. Because one thing about Suffuse the Edifice, everyone listening at home, the second you lay your eyes on the Toreador using it, or whoever the presence user using it, it goes away.
Does
So,
that transfer to them?
What?
Jesus
Doesn't the
fucking
effect
Christ.
transfer to the Toreador?
No, because it's basically the way that Suffuse the Edifice works. It affects the building, but not the area around the Toreador, because they're pushing their presence outward.
Okay.
So, you see her in a rather compromising position. Carmen is in one of the booths. She is wearing denim shorts. She's wearing a rather risque top. Pretty much backless. It's just a couple of strings basically holding it up on the back. You actually notice that Carmen has a tattoo on her lower back of a rose with thorns spreading outward across the back. Yes, she has a tramp stamp because, yes, it's Carmen. So why not?
Exactly. It's Carmen.
And you see that she is straddling a handsome man in his 20s who looks deliriously drunk. Her mouth is on his neck, and you can both smell the scent of blood.
Leaf is gonna put her hand on Shaun and push him back and say, back in a couple minutes, and just like attempt to disappear right back out of sight to give Carmen her time that she needs.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity and stealth to see if you avoid her notice. And because I am lazy...
Can I... I don't think I can add my specialty
Your what?
for stealth, can I, in this?
What's your specialty for stealth?
Shadowing. Like,
No.
stalking.
No.
Yeah, I figured it. But I was going to ask anyway, because of course.
I will say whether she's successful or not, Shaun will throw up his hands and allow her to push him back out, just going, yeah, I don't want to see this either.
Four successes again.
4 successes. How many did you get, Shaun?
Sorry, what, Dex and stealth?
Yes.
Three. The dice do not like me today.
You guys turn to sneak out. Oh my god, leave! You hear Carmen address you.
Oh, hey, Carmen. See I
Hey!
walked in at an awkward time, maybe?
No, it's not awkward. He's just leaving. And she's like gonna like put both hands on either side of his face. You're gonna go downstairs and you're gonna buy a few more drinks and then you're gonna pass out in the bathroom and we're gonna call an Uber for you, okay? And you see the guy like just like kind of out of it. He's very much out of it. But he nods slowly and gets out of the booth and starts stumbling. He cannot walk in a straight line. And like stumbles past you, barely acknowledges either of you because of how anemic he is in this moment. The blood loss as well as the alcohol is very much hitting him hard. You're honestly like, it's concerning whether or not he's gonna make it down the stairs of his own volition or if he's just going to tumble.
Am I concerned with that? Am I really?
So you see, Carmen kind of like clambers out of the booth and like walks over. You guys you haven't been here in like such a long time. Sorry, he had like a lot to drink, so I was hungry. I didn't. It's fine. I work here. It's fine. What are you doing? Hey, who's this? And she looks at Shaun.
Well, Carmen, I'm glad that you're having a fun time. Yes, you do work here. You can do whatever the fuck you want, girl.
Yeah, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. Anyway, this is Shaun. You did meet him before.
Oh my god, I did! Hi, Shaun! And she puts both her hands on your chest, and then like you see her immediately go, oh no, never mind. I thought I could do it, I can't do it. Sorry. It's nothing against you, man. It just hurts.
I get that a lot.
Hey, you know what? You still do better than most do.
I like your shirt.
I think you're doing great, Carmen.
I like your shirt though, Shaun. It's very... Where did you get it? Because like, I know someone who might like a graphic t-shirt like that.
Amazon?
You send me the link, because I'm definitely gonna buy one. So what are you guys doing here? What can I help you with?
Well, we're really close to figuring out this whole journal situation and wrapping it up, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about it, maybe, and just like figure out what you wanted to do with it. Now, we had Elysium, the Salubri are allowed
Oh God,
in
yeah.
the city. I know, that was so much. And
It was
Leaf like rolls her eyes.
so annoying. Shaun, were you there? Were you there, Shaun?
Sorry.
Were you at Elysium? I always have to ask because I don't know whether you guys are there or not. Like, because sometimes you're invisible.
I had a previous engagement.
Ugh, you know what? The only thing you missed out on is how fucking great I looked in that dress. But, yeah, no, it was, like, so sad. Because, like, Adamar was being a fucking prick. But it's fine.
Oh my god, he's such a douche.
Such a douche.
Oh my fucking god.
Ugh. Tremere,
I'm sure
whatever.
You slayed that dress.
I did. I always do.
She really did.
They're mad at me though now, probably because of. It's fine.
What? Why would they be mad at you? You were perfect there. You were nice and pleasant, and I was impressed.
Yeah, no, they just don't like that I live here now because it's a little anarch bitch. It's fine, whatever. So, what can I help you with? The journal? What about it? Do you have it for me?
What do you... I haven't gotten it for you yet, but I was just wondering what you like. Do you still want it, or do you want us to give it to like the prince or something, or like what? Has anything changed with it? Because I mean, like not the Salubri are allowed.
She kind of looks at you and narrows her eyes at you. Why would the Salubri have anything to do with a Toreador's journal? Leaf.
Leaf just grins a little bit. Well, we've talked to a few people about it, and okay, out of character, please stop talking so much in the chat, because that just like threw me off completely. So please just be silent in the chat.
Just close chat, Lilith.
It is closed, but I keep getting notifications popping up showing half the message.
So hit you see the 3 dots in the top right corner?
Yes, I do.
You see show new message previews?
Ah, I see it.
Uncheck it, and you won't get those anymore.
Okay. Give me a second to get back into the scene.
I know, drunk Carmen's a lot. I made this choice very early today, and I just said, fuck it, I'm doing it.
Okay. So Leaf just kind of smiles sheepishly. Well, so before Elysium, I actually took it upon myself to send a letter to the sheriffs. And I know I wasn't supposed to, and I'm so sorry, but I felt like this was very beneficial. I told them about the journal.
You told Guidry about the journal?
No. That's not who I told. That's not.
Who'd you tell?
I believe I sent it to somebody named Crafty. Wasn't it Levi?
Yes, it was Levi Lansky.
Levi. Okay, that's what I remembered. I sent it to Levi.
Oh, that bitch. You know, he tried to be slick, bringing up fucking Miami to me. No one fucking brings up Miami to me without fucking losing a toenail.
Carmen, I am so sorry.
It's fine. No, that's just beef. That's just beef between me and him, just because he's a little bitch. Like, I respect the game, though. He's, like, the only guy that's, like, actually, like, putting up a little bit of a, like, rapport with me and vis-a-vis, the sassy regard. But, like, still, he's a bitch. Punk-ass bitch.
I will keep that noted, for sure.
Do you have my journal for me?
Forward. I do not have your journal for you.
Sean, why don't you have the journal yet?
We came here
I'm
to double
talking
check.
to Shaun, Leaf.
Okay, I'm sorry. You know how I am.
Shaun, why don't you have the journal yet?
We're working on it.
Ugh. You know, I don't even want it anymore. I mean, no, it's pointless now.
Why is it pointless?
I don't need it.
Oh.
Just fucking give it to, I don't know. Aurora's friends with her, I guess fucking give it to her. I don't know. Give it to Carmine, I don't fucking know. Give it to, well, you can't give it to Alma anymore because fucking, no, actually definitely don't give it to Alma.
Yeah, no, probably not a good idea.
Don't give it to the Tremere, they don't want it.
Absolutely not.
I mean, didn't realize there was a time frame, or else I would have made sure to get it to you on time.
It's fine. Yeah, I don't need it anymore. Oh, wait. Right. Were you guys worried because of the boon?
No, I just wanted to know if you still wanted it, if it was still like a time managed thing. Things have gotten so fucked. Things have gotten a little bit fucked. You know, Emeric and the fucking Tremere issue, Elysium issue.
Guys, you have absolutely no idea how fucked things actually are. I know I'm all like smiles and everything inside, but like I'm like this fucking close, and you see her put her fingers like very close together, her thumb and her forefinger very close together. I am like this fucking close to fucking losing my shit, taking all of my knives and fucking crucifying some fucking little pricks who can't keep the slightest little messes quiet because they weren't fucking taught properly how to clean things up. But you know what? That's my problem, not yours. It's fine.
I'm so sorry you have to deal with that bullshit, Carmen.
I got the fucking lights on all the time now because like I don't know if you've met him yet, but that Hush dude has just been like like out and about.
Does he?
Oh, he comes around here periodically. And I don't want him anywhere near my club, but he shows up sometimes and it's fucking unsettling.
Yeah, he's one scary motherfucker.
Damn straight he is. Shaun, have you met Hush?
Can't say that I have, at least knowingly.
He looks like Slender Man. I don't know if that's a little bit. I don't know how old you are, Shaun, so I'm just going to warrant a guess based on the D&D t-shirt that you are either a 90s or 80s child. So I'm going to assume, based on your preference of nerd culture, congratulations, I had a ghoul one time try to get me to play that game. It was okay. But
I mean,
he looks like Slenderman, so I'm assuming you know who that is.
Yeah, I've read plenty of creepypastas in my life.
Yeah, the scary spaghetti, that shit.
Scary spaghetti. I gotta remember that. I'm gonna be using that. Yes.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you're worried about the boon, you can pay me back some other way. And I actually know a way that you can pay me back if you're interested.
Well, you know, I'll let the coterie know that you have another way. That way we can all come back together.
Okay, so.
And hear you out.
No. I'm gonna let you can be my messenger because, frankly, I'm pissed at Emeric, so.
That's fair, because same.
I
Absolutely.
like the
fucking
little
same.
one. I like the little one that was with you, though. She was cute.
Parker?
So, yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
one. She was cute. So this is what you can do for me. I, once upon a time, was poor. Coming into this city, I did not have a lot of money, so I could not afford things like, say, safety deposit boxes. So I thought, you know what? That's fine. I'm Harold. It's great. I know a place I can put things away for a favor. And Isabel, I wish you could have met her. She was just a fantastic person.
I've heard a lot of great things about her.
You don't know the half of it. But I was her herald, so I asked if she could hold on to a hard drive for me. And wouldn't you know it, those 3 bitches took it. So if you track down those bitches and you find a hard drive amongst that stuff, I'm gonna need that back.
Okay. I will inform my coterie about that, and I will make sure that I do not touch it.
Yeah, don't plug it in.
Okay.
No, Leaf. And you see her sober for a minute, and she, the slur goes away. Don't fucking plug it in.
I am taking you very seriously, Carmen. I will do my absolute best to make sure that nobody in the coterie plugs it in.
Okay, awesome. You know what? You know what make me really happy right now, though?
What would make you really happy?
Let's go dancing downstairs. You, me, Shaun, fucking let's go. Nosferatu sandwich.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. We
Yeah,
can do
let's
it for
go.
a little
Let's
while.
go for a little bit. Just for a little bit. You stay like an
Just for a little
hour.
bit.
Like an hour. You stay like less than an hour. 30 minutes. You just dance with me for 30 minutes, then you can
30
fucking
minutes.
leave.
Actually, 30 minutes is exactly how much time we have, babe. So let's go do it.
Let's fucking go. All right. Let's go. And she
fucking go.
grabs both of you by the hand. Shaun, she grabs you by your normal hand. Like she made a point to grab you by that hand, and she leads you both downstairs. We switch back to Parker, Emeric, and Wally. Parker, the last thing you heard before we cut to the other scene was the sound of a twig breaking beneath a foot. Just to your right.
We turn to see what it is.
You look and you see, stepping out of the shadows, Shaun, or Scott. Hey kiddo, what's up?
What are you doing way out here?
Oh, I was just having a little bit of fresh air. It reeked of coffee in there and whatever the heck bleach, ammonia that Emeric guy was using, so just needed a little fresh air that wasn't heavy with chemicals.
We did such a good job, though. You should have seen it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Come on. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I'll go with you. Parker, go ahead and give me another wits and awareness.
I forgot to say something before we all headed out.
What were you gonna say?
Wally would have messaged Shaun that, oh, we are done.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
All right. I'll make sure to note that.
3 successes.
3 successes. As Scott skirts past you to walk over to the house, you notice a little bit of blood on his back, on the back of his collar. Very, almost unnoticeable, but it is blood.
Scott? What were you doing out here?
He turns to look at you. What do you mean?
There's blood on your shirt.
He turns his head, pulls the shirt over. Huh. Must have been when I was feeding earlier today.
Okay. Well, we should probably get going.
Yeah, let's head on inside. He starts to approach the building with you, and Wally and Emeric, you do see Scott and Parker coming out from the darkness together.
Oh,
But-
you're here.
But Alicia, were you saying something before I said that?
I was just gonna ask if the others had caught up by now.
Yeah, they were on their way in, and you basically intercept each other.
I'm still invisible though.
I know. So you see Scott and Parker, but Scott and Parker, you just see Emeric
And Lanny and Oscar.
and Lanny and Oscar.
I found him.
Okay, can we go at least wait at the museum? I'd feel a lot more comfortable if we were there versus anywhere else at the moment. They can meet us there, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Alright. Want Lanny to drive? Alright, let's go. And get in the repaired SUV. And
So you guys go to the SUV. And wits and awareness, folks.
oh, lovely. I know how this goes. Are there beer cans lying around?
I don't know. I'll see how I'm feeling after your rolls. Yes, you can blood surge.
3 successes for me.
I also blood searched and I got 5 successes.
5 successes. All right. 7 successes. All right. So
Damn.
even Emeric with your 3 successes, very obvious to see. The tires of the SUV are slashed.
Of course she did. Let's call Bat's taxi and start walking. Oh, actually, we could just go in Oscar's car.
Oscar's tires are also slashed.
Which
Any
is like
vehicle,
Every tire car on the street.
any vehicle that is that is around your building, the tires are slashed.
I guess I'm
Including Shaun's bike.
I'm calling Bat's taxi then. That's the thing I can still do, right? That's
Yeah.
the thing we can do.
That is
What
the
about
thing.
what about Leaf's car? Because Leaf drove herself to the coterie.
Those tires are also
Every car,
slashed.
baby.
Every car that's by that coterie haven, the tires are slashed.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Leaf's car is also slashed.
Uh-huh. I
That's
didn't,
just
I didn't know
plausible
looking at
deniability.
that pretty much.
So yes, you can call Bat's taxi. When you call them, they say they can have a vehicle out in about 15 minutes.
Yeah. I'll tell them that we're going to be walking in this direction, like towards, just away from where we are currently, and to meet us approximately a 12-minute walk away,
Okay.
and somewhere public, I'd say.
Okay. There's a daiquiri, a burger and daiquiri place just down the road.
Yeah, I'll have the taxi meet us there in 15 minutes.
Okay. You begin walking It's a Wednesday night.
Just for clarity, who is coming with me?
Everybody, I think.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Okay. I would have probably also told them that we need a larger vehicle if Scott's also coming.
Scott is also coming.
Oh yeah, we definitely need an SUV because we got now 5 people.
6 people. If we're taking Oscar and Lenny.
Oh right, 6 because also Scott. That's right, 6 people.
So
We need
one of the
more
larger
SUVs.
vehicles. So you call the Bats taxi. They'll be there in 12 minutes at the burger and daiquiri place. And you start walking. It's a Wednesday night. It's hot. And the heat is cooled just a little bit by the very close seaside breeze. The ocean, you can hear the ocean waters of the Gulf very close by. There is not a lot of people out on the street this late at night. As you're walking, go ahead and give me wits and awareness rolls.
All right. Playing this wits and awareness game. I see.
Yep.
Pretty consistent. 3 successes.
3 successes.
1 success with a 1 on the hunger die.
That's a bestial failure. 4
4.
successes. All right. So, Parker, you don't see anything. I'm just gonna say you got a 1 dot hungrier, just because it's been a little bit and you're getting a little hangry. But Wally and Emeric. Also, Wally, can you roll your wits, your stealth and obfuscate, so I know, or your dexterity and obfuscate, so I know what the threshold is to see you.
Can I blood search for that?
Yes.
To make me extra stealthy. I got hungry.
Got hungry? Okay.
Eight with a crit.
8 with a crit. So,
I'm invisible, motherfucker.
So, at the end of the street, you see a shadow standing freely just ahead of you. And as
Shadow?
it's
Or
a
a
shadow.
shadowy figure.
A shadow.
I knew it. What is she got? Shall we?
With your wits and awarenesses, the shape of the shadow is tall, but not as tall as a certain shadowy figure in the city, and curvy.
But it's a Leaf is short, so it would not be anyone
she's like
reminding
3
us.
feet. No,
Yeah,
it's not
so
her.
it's too tall to be Leaf, but it is a feminine figured shadow.
She called in her friends. She's really gonna screw us over like this, isn't she?
Well, Scott, Parker, how are you in a scuffle? The shadow.
With a shadow?
That thing over there.
Scott looks, oh shit. That's not good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't know what the fuck that is. That ain't a person though.
You still on team Leaf? I'm pretty sure it's that
Yeah,
they're
we don't know that she did it.
Right. We don't know. We just have our suspicions.
Hey, dude.
Oh,
Leaf and Marguerite and you know who are the only people of that family in town. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Fair enough. Maybe out of towners. Either way. Emeric would scan the area for something that, like, an area that maybe like less risky for the masquerade, like maybe a back alley or something, somewhere they could turn off the bee.
The beach is nearby.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess Emeric would look around. Let's head to the beach in case this gets messy. We don't want to have a cleanup issue on our hands.
You all start walking across the street to Indian Rocks Beach.
Oh. Yeah, okay, so we go to the beach. I will call back to Taxi and let them know the new pickup point.
As you get
And
to
also
the
probably
beach,
give them a subtle heads up to the situation that there is potential trouble, but yeah, we're trying to keep it off the radar if it does happen.
you go walk across the
I am
street.
texting Shaun.
You texting Shaun?
I am texting Shaun. Hey, we're moving to the museum. There is a shadow figure here. I believe Leaf is with you. Send help.
Okay.
I'm scared.
So as you're walking across the street to the beach,
Your bike is gone.
Wally, you send the text out to Shaun. You guys get onto the beach, the sand beneath your feet. As you step onto the sand, you look ahead to the water. And you see another shadowy figure. Along with another figure not encased in shadow.
By the way, I'm not trying to walk on the sand.
Okay. But you see the one that's not cloaked in shadow is a young woman of Latin origin, long brown hair, very pretty, wearing jeans, ripped jeans, boots, and a little bit of a low-cut t-shirt.
Would Emeric recognize her from the previous descriptions he has received?
You 100% recognize her as Vera. You see her tilt her head. She kind of does that little bit of a push of her biceps in towards her like pushing her cleavage together a little bit as she's leaning forward as she spots you guys. Hi. So, I think you guys might know where my sister is. And that's where we're going to cut very quickly to Shaun and Leaf. You guys had danced with Carmen for a while, and she enjoyed her time with you. So much so that she even walked you guys back to the car. You guys are so fun. Thank you so much for dancing with me. I don't have anyone come over just to hang out with me anymore, so I really appreciate that. It's always just work. No, it's thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome, Carmen. You know, I'll come out more. I'll come out more, and we can just hang out, and we can dance, and party,
and bring Shaun.
Hell yeah. What do you think about that, Shaun? You want to come join us for some hanging out more often?
I can introduce you to my husband.
Oh, Al. Man, he is quite the character, Shaun. I think that you'd like him a lot.
I think you like Dungeons and Dragons, right, Shaun?
Just a little bit.
Would you be interested in running a game of Dungeons and Dragons for myself, the Bruja Primogen, the Malkavian Primogen and my husband out.
I mean, sure.
Okay, so can I have your phone number?
Gives her his work number.
So she texts you, and as she texts you, you get the message, you pull out your phone, and because you were in the nightclub and it was constantly booming and vibrating, you didn't feel the vibrations of your phone. So you see 2 messages from Wally.
Oh, hell yeah, Shaun, look at that. You're finally getting your D&D game.
The messages from Wally read, "Hey, we're done." The second one reads, what was it again, Wally?
We are moving. We are going to the museum. There's a shadow figure. I'm scared. Your bike is gone. We on the beach.
And that is what the message says.
Yeah, we'll get back with you on more of the details later. But give me one moment. Leaf kind of pulls her away and...
It's fine. I gotta go anyway. It's fine. I gotta go. Thank you so much for hanging out. Kisses. Mwah, 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 and I'm gonna bye.
Kisses.
Yeah, she starts...
See you later, Carmen.
She starts walking away back into her nightclub.
Shaun, what's going on? What the fuck is going on?
Show the text.
Oh, fuck. And she pulls out her phone, too, to see if she got anything.
You did not get anything.
What the fuck?
We're not sending anything to your phone.
That's fair.
That's not what I was getting at.
It's like a 10% chance you get it anyway, so it's better to send it to Shaun.
Did the message say?
Shaun's heading toward the car, the van.
Yeah, Leaf's getting in too. Okay, Shaun. It said that there's shadow people. There's multiple targets. Fuck. Of course.
How are you with the flip phone?
With the flip phone? I can barely get this brick to work, and she shows her Nokia. Fucking old ass phone.
Alright, never. Okay, well, so I'm gonna drive there, and I'm gonna text basically, OMW, and pedal it.
Well, hold up. Don't say anything.
Okay.
Because we don't know. Yeah, we don't know if they've already been caught. How long ago was that message?
The message is about 2 minutes. It was sent 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's already too long. Fuck. They said shadow people? What the fuck? I don't know of any La Sombra outside of Marguerite and Hush here. Fuck. Okay, we're going in blind because I have no idea what's going on. Where did they say they were again?
Museum.
They said that they were at the beach.
The beach.
The beach? Okay,
The
so they
beach,
must be
okay.
close by the coterie.
Alright.
Alright, our best... Leaf was gonna take the time to try and come up with like a little strategy on our way there. It's like a quick little just explain would be yeah. So Leaf is in like full go mode. I think because we're both stealth. We're both stealth based, Shaun. Like, let's be real with ourselves. I think it would be best to park the van a bit away and cloak ourselves in the way that we do and investigate the area because we cannot go in guns blazing. We have to figure out what's going on before we come up with a real plan of attack. If they're surrounded and they're seeing shadow people already, they might even be gone by the time we get there.
Well, this beach is like, how close is the street to the beach itself?
So the beach, is like less than a 5-minute walk away from where your coterie haven is at. And if you drive quickly, you could get there in 10. But that's if you break several traffic laws.
Well, I mean, I have driving 1, so. But no, what I was getting at is that we were going to stake the place. Basically, this big, inconspicuous, quote unquote, unicorn van just kind of circling.
If they had our coterie clocked, they already know that we have the van, though. This van is very recognizable. That's why I fucking hate the unicorn. I complained about this fucking van since day fucking 1, and nobody wanted to fucking listen to me, and now here we are. Are you good at hand-to-hand combat? We didn't really get into a lot of detail about what we bring to the table.
I'm having
You said
such a hard time.
If we get into a scrap, I can handle it.
Okay, good, because I'm not the most powerful being out there. I'll be able to support you from the shadows, but up close and personal is a bit of a rough area for me.
Are there any lights or anything like in the parking area? Are there like street lights or anything, or cameras?
Sorry, my mouse cursor disappeared, so I can't see where it went, and I was trying to re-roll a wits and awareness. I can't see my cursor.
And the beach parking, is there like a place where like a street lamp or a camera?
Not that you're aware of.
Leaf, would you know?
Would I know?
Anything about like the beach parking, like,
It's a very standard beach. Like, there are lights here and there, but the whole thing isn't lit up like fucking Christmas. So there's definitely plenty of shadowy spots, but it's gonna be very tricky. If there's shadow people there, they might be able to see me being a shadow people too. So I'm just very confused because as far as I know, there's no other people like me in the city, and I wasn't given any word that people were coming to check in or anything. So I have a feeling should I roll to make a connection that really the only enemies that we've made as a coterie are those affiliated with the handmaidens?
Go ahead and make
I was gonna ask the same thing.
wits and insight rolls.
I rolled 4 successes. It's fucking shitty rolling all night.
I got 1 success.
1 success?
Yes, not very insightful.
All right, so Leaf, because you've had the most experience, you know that the only enemies your coterie currently has is anyone associated with the handmaidens. Yeah.
This is very likely the handmaidens doing, and if they have people with them that can control shadows, fuck.
Are they wanting the journal back.
Are you driving while this is happening, by the way?
Yeah, we are driving. We are definitely driving. I see everybody freaking out in the
definitely
chat. Like,
driving.
private talk.
And I'm making sure there's no like cops. If I'm running red lights, I'm kind of doing the 4-point check.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. They have shadow people. If they have my kind on their side. Ooh, boy. We got another handmaiden at my hands. I staked her and we brought her in. She's currently. You know what? That's it. That's all I'm gonna say for that. Not because I don't trust you, but if we all get fucked, the less people that know what happened, the better. I already said too much. Fuck.
All right. So you guys are driving. Shaun, can you give me a dexterity and drive?
I'm gonna re-roll because I only got one.
Okay.
Yeah, still one success.
One success? Okay. So I'll say you still, okay, so I can have you succeed at a cost.
And what would that cost be?
The cost would be that in your reckless driving, you rear-end someone in plain view of a street cam and before driving away.
Would Leaf show up on that?
You are uncertain.
Smile pretty for the camera.
I'm not worried. Are you okay?
Leaf, you don't even have to ask. It's okay because you guys were literally in a fender bender and he just kept driving.
Oh, I misinterpreted what was going on. Okay.
Sorry.
You'll be hearing from their lawyers later.
And it isn't registered to any of us.
Someone
like,
will be hearing from lawyers later. All right. But you guys are going to get there in about 5 more minutes. We're going to switch back to Parker, Wally, and Emeric. Vera has just said, I hear you're the ones who know where my sister is.
Vera, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Emeric. But yeah, we know where your sister is. We were actually just heading there now.
Really?
Yeah, would you like to come with us?
No, but would you like to come closer?
Not
Emeric?
particularly.
Oh, too
No,
bad,
good.
Emeric. You're going to have to give me a composure and wits.
All right. Can I blood search this one?
Yeah, she's gonna.
All right.
Was he
Yeah.
looking at her eyes? Or is it
Entrancement. It's entrancement. You don't need eye
Oh,
contact.
shit.
You just need to be in the area.
Can I spend my second willpower of the night?
Yeah.
Okay.
She needs
Hope
to
that's enough.
rouse for the ability. She needs to rouse for blood surge.
And I am at 200, by the way.
Okay. She's also at 2 hunger.
Oh, lovely. I got 5 successes, so
5
it's not gonna be
successes.
enough.
No, 5 successes is not going to be enough. Emeric!
Mm-hmm.
Vera's so pretty.
She's so pretty.
You really want to go closer to her.
Yeah, Emeric's gonna walk a little closer. Yeah, we know who your sister is. I'd be glad to take you to her, whatever you need.
Oh, thank you. Emeric, was it?
Yeah.
Can I
Sorry.
try to grab him to keep him from going forward?
Absolutely, you can. Go ahead and give me a strength and brawl.
Can I blood surge?
Yeah. And Wex, you have to give me a dex and athletics to try to avoid getting snatched.
Yeah, what if I don't want to avoid getting snatched? Do I
That's
have to,
fine.
I have to want to be... I think I would just be willing to fail this, like, honestly.
Okay.
I believe that I want to help her. I'm at the moment not in a great state to fight
Well,
anybody.
Parker isn't an enemy. She's just your friend that's just that's pulling you back real quick.
I wouldn't fight that, I would say.
4 successes.
4 successes. All right. So, Emeric, you start to walk forward, and Parker just like grabs the back of your jacket and keeps you there. Scott is also there, and is already you kind of hear him looking around and just whispering quietly, "Wally, get on my back."
You're not gonna hear shit.
Wally, whenever
But yes,
I say
am
let's
going to stay behind him.
Yeah, whenever I say so, slip whatever you're holding into my arm so we don't drop it, and jump on my back, and I can get you out of here quickly. Very
Can I do
quickly.
that and stay invisible?
No, it's what that's so you know. He's saying when I say the word. When I say when I say the word. So basically, he's just.
Much. Okay. Okay, I trust the NPC. I have Sorry and Leap, so it might work. Okay.
Okay, so you're standing behind him, at the ready. Okay.
Please tell me you're not giving him the book, though.
The book is with me, motherfucker.
Okay, as long as you're not giving him the book.
No, it's with me. It stays with me. You're gonna have to ash me to get that.
Okay. So, yeah, Emeric, you've been stopped by Parker.
Just wants her sister back. I tried to save her sister. Why? She's not gonna hurt us. You're not gonna hurt us, are you, Vera?
No.
Yeah, I tried to help your sister.
No, I'm just a little annoyed, Emeric.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why are you annoyed?
She points to Oscar. You stole him from me. I wasn't
you?
done with him.
What did you need him for?
I was just, you know.
I mean, I know what you know what he does, right? For like a living.
Yeah. I wanted him. Can I have him, Emeric?
Are you are you the reason why Carmen is on that list?
No. No, why would I do that? Carmen's so pretty and smart and talented, and Isabel just fucking loved her.
I really think so. I never really liked her that much. She always gave me sort of creeped me out a little bit. But if you like her, I guess I can like her. That's fine.
Totally love her. Absolutely.
Okay, well, I'll have to reevaluate my opinion.
So can I have him back now? I just want him. That's all I want.
And is it possible? I don't remember if this is a thing you can do. Is it possible to spend a willpower to break entrancement or to
No.
like?
That's
no.
no.
You're just.
That's
stuck
for
with it?
that's
Okay.
a that's a frenzy mechanic.
really close, and he's sort of all of ours.
But I want him.
Can't really give
Emeric, please, can I have him?
Don't give him up.
She says I
Shut
can't
up,
give her-
kiddo. This is a conversation between adults.
If you really, I mean, what are you gonna do with him?
I'm just gonna keep him. He's my toy.
He's very useful to me.
I know, he's very useful to me too. And I was getting ready to go just keep him all to myself, and then you swooped in and took him from me.
Finders keepers.
Shut
Emeric
up.
has to sort of struggle a little bit against, not like hard, but like a little bit against the holding of his collar, or wherever Parker is currently holding him. And be like, look, maybe we could share him. I mean,
You're already sharing him.
I
We don't need to share him with more people.
Yeah, I don't like sharing. I'm a one-person lady.
I think what I'm gonna say is this.
Parker and Wally make a wits and awareness while he's speaking.
Allow the blood surge?
Yes.
I don't think he would particularly like being, well, you know, with you. It might be dangerous for you. You know, because of what you are. He doesn't like that.
It's okay. I've got friends who are good at helping me hide. Right? And she looks to the shadowy person next to her.
Question. Given that Oscar thinks that Emeric and friends are hunters, would he have picked up on that and reacted to what I just said about her?
Say that. So what is it that you said to her again?
So, that basically was implying that she was a kindred or a vampire or a monster of some kind. And that
And she
Oscar
just blatantly said shadow people.
Yeah, and there are shadow people around us.
Yeah, Oscar's actually nervous.
Is he gonna draw his weapon? Is he gonna do anything?
He's got a hand to his waist, but he hasn't moved yet. Parker, what did you get on your roll? 3. Parker and Wally, you can both see that Lanny has got a stake in her hand and is staring directly at Emeric's back.
We're gonna drag him out, baby. Let's go.
I can carry him.
After the last encounter with the first handmaiden, Emeric did tell Lanny if he seemed out of sorts to take care of the problem, or not him, but like the person who was being the problem. If he seemed overly enthusiastic from a mood perspective, because she can feel his senses.
Yeah, no, she likes this person because of your guys' blood empathy, but she's concerned for you, so she will pull your ass out of there if she has to save you.
I mean, I've given her pretty clear instructions that she can attack the people.
She understands that, but she also understands that this is a bad situation overall.
Fair enough.
She is still a Camarilla Tremere and is going to conduct it in the most efficient way possible.
Fair enough.
You've trained her well. She knows when it's better to pull out. Haha.
Look, I can get you your sister back. That's what you really want, isn't it?
No, I want
make me happy.
Oscar. I can't do that with my camera on. I'm sorry.
Oh, there's so much fun with your camera on.
No, I can't do it with my camera on. I can't do it with the camera.
I
No.
need the camera grip.
No.
I can't even use the video, so
I just want Oscar. Come on, Emeric, can I just let him walk on over? It'll be fine. Nothing bad's gonna happen to him. I'll take such good care of him. I might even let you visit him sometimes. You can come with me too if you want. Do you want to come with me, Emeric?
That'd be fantastic, yeah, but
Why don't
they said I
you
couldn't-
take Oscar's hand and walk right on over?
She won't let me. She's stronger than she looks for whatever she is. small child.
This is annoying. Take care of her. And she looks to the shadowy person. You see the shadowy person pause, and you kind of see the shadow kind of swell, almost in annoyance, before you see tendrils of shadow start coming out of the long, stretched out form in front of her. And they start waving menacingly. Last chance. Give me the boys, little girl, and you guys can walk away.
Can I reach Oscar?
Yeah, you can reach Oscar.
I'm gonna try to snap his neck.
That is a called shot. Give me a strength and brawl. He is not he's not expecting this at all. He thinks that you guys are his friends. So the difficulty is 1. You need 6 successes.
I failed my blood surge roll.
Okay.
So I get hungrier.
But Emeric, regardless of if she succeeds or not, you will be released and able to walk.
I imagine he would just start walking towards this individual, unless the presence of the tendrils in any way impacts this particular ability.
Or Lanny.
Actually, entrancement. Hang on a second. Entrancement. Any request that is harmful to the subject or their loved ones or their beliefs requires winning another contest with them. So you need to do another composure and wits against her charisma and presence. Wait, hang on. This is the card. 1 second. Let me get the actual book before you make that roll.
Fair enough.
Because I remembered that the cards are bullshit.
I mean, what happens if Emeric snaps out and Barker snaps Oscar's neck and Emeric be like, what the fuck?
It happens, it happens.
Okay, you won't go forward if there is something that you feel is threatening to your life in front of you. So you won't step forward.
Oh yeah, no, I will not. Does that break? The transfer?
It doesn't break, but you will not do anything that you won't, any request that can result in harm to you.
Okay.
Require fail and require an immediate power contest. So you get to, this is an opportunity for you to potentially break the entrancement. Okay. You have to get 7 successes.
I have to, that's like nearly impossible even with the blood surge.
You never know when you might crit.
Fair enough.
So I blood surged and I spent a willpower to re-roll. And I got 6 with a crit.
He did.
I hate you so much right now.
We just lost the goal, motherfucker. It was 9 XP.
I love you. I love you so much right now, Parker.
I hate this so much.
Oh my god, this is... Oh.
Alright.
You just like to see Emeric hurt. I know about you.
Leaf has such a lady boner right now. So proud of Parker. So fucking proud.
We can't let the enemy have an SI agent.
There were other options.
Wally is actually impressed. Like,
there's other options, but this is a Bruja making the decision. It's gonna be violence.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm gonna eat one of these Brujas. It's fine. I mean, did I say that out loud?
Don't worry about it.
I guess I will blood surge and see if I don't get hungrier. That's at least a plus. Alright, let's see how it goes. I guess I'm going to spend a willpower with 1 die to see if I can get that messy crit. That's what I'm going to do. Well, let's see how this turns out. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a crit.
Okay.
That's messy. and I did that on purpose, apparently. So
Mhm.
yeah, let's see how that plays out. That's fine.
You snap out of it. Almost into time with the snap of Oscar's neck.
You, what is wrong with you? Do you know how much of a problem that it's going to be?
Parker, let's go. Wally, now!
Yeah, I would start booking it. It's fine.
So, Wally, are you gonna jump on Scott's back?
I think so. My dex is not that high, but if need be, I am leaping out off of him and throwing a smoke bomb and becoming invisible again. If shit comes out.
So
But for now, I'm on his back.
All right, so you jump on his back. He hooks his arms underneath your legs. You wrap your arms around his neck.
How tall is Scott?
Scott is like 5'10", right?
Okay, so I'm not much taller than him.
Not much taller, but you're lighter. So, he's gonna blink.
I'm gone, baby.
He got hungry though. It's okay.
We're just gonna look at Emeric and just really quickly be like, sorry, and activate celerity and run.
What ability are you activating?
Fleetness, probably?
Fleetness.
Okay, fleetness. Okay, so it's a cost to rouse check.
I get hungrier. I'm now at hunger 4.
Okay. So
I'm tempted to just join Vera for real at this point, out of my own volition.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my god.
I mean, you cannot fault Parker. You were entranced, and
Oh, I
we
can
did
fault
not know
Parker.
how you're going to break that shit.
Scott!
What happened to Scott?
You'll see.
No.
9 successes with a crit.
For us
Scott,
to flee, right?
For you guys to flee, yes. Scott did good.
We are
Not, yeah. So
What the
Wally,
fuck?
so Wally, you. Oh, by the way, Dex and Athletics from Lanny, from Emeric, from Parker. Parker, you can add your celerity to this roll from your fleetness.
I'm gonna do Lanny first. Is
Okay.
Lanny gonna make sure that I'm is she gonna
She
assist me in this?
is not gonna leave you behind.
All right. So Lanny's roll is shit ton of successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's 6 successes. Seems good.
6 successes.
Not quite
okay.
9, but yeah. And now let's see what Emeric rolls.
You get you get an assistance dice from her.
Okay. I'll blood search if that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. You should.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Because-
re-roll.
It's not a bad pool for me actually.
What was that, Parker?
I'm gonna spend a willpower to re-roll.
Absolutely.
Sure, I'll actually spend a willpower to reroll too, because I'm gonna try to beat Lanny. Oh, sweet. 8 with a crit. Not even messy this time. What did the messy one get me, by the way?
The messy,
Oh, there's so many bad options here.
We just left Oscar's body onto the beach for Vera to figure out. Nice.
Yeah, for all we know, she's going to embrace him, so that's a whole thing that could happen.
That's her problem.
I don't think she can. I think she would have had to drain him first.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't think he can be embraced now. So
That's her problem.
Emeric,
That his neck broke. He may not be dead. He might just be fully paralyzed.
actually, so Emeric, the result of your messy crit is actually going to be a paranoia compulsion from the arms.
I thought
So-
it was not messy.
No.
Yo, he got a messy crit from breaking out of the compulsion, of the entrancement. So,
Yeah.
so you want to
Paranoia
flee. You want to flee.
specifically. Okay. Yeah.
So
fair
what
enough.
did you get for your Dex and Athletics?
Oh, 8 successes.
Okay, and Parker, what did you get?
4.
4. All right, I need to make a roll now. One moment, I just need to look up how Arms of Ahriman works real quick.
Oh no.
It's a fucking nightmare.
Literally.
Isn't it like potence but at a distance?
It's like it's to deal it potence rounded up.
Okay. So, so it's gonna be strength and brawl for the tendrils. All right. So that
Does it add the potence? Yes, it adds the potence.
so.
Where's our backup?
They got into a car accident. Oh dear.
That's a messy.
Okay, so Wally, you jumped onto Scott's back. You blinked and all of a sudden you're in the parking lot. He drops you and says, "Run!" Like pointing to the street. Like he basically lets you
to become invisible.
Yeah, he's basically gonna turn his back to you so he can. Basically, he gave you a head start because he knows you're not athletic.
I'm invisible.
Yeah. So, Emeric and Lanny, you guys start running when all of a sudden, behind you, Parker, you start running. And you feel a tendril wrap around your leg and aggressively yank you back, forcing you to let out a shriek. A shriek that does resonate over to the parking lot.
Go help her.
Wally, you do see you saw Scott one moment because he used blink. He's able to do still an action. So he's going to rouse and try to blink again. He did not succeed in the hunger, but he does blink. He is able to blink. How much was his dice pool before? 2, 3. Oh wait. Okay. With 3 hunger. Okay, he gets there. 4 successes is enough for him to go straight. So, Lanny and Emeric, you're able to get a good head start, but you hear Parker shriek behind you, and you turn around and see that the shadowy tendril is starting to drag her back.
Can I see the person that is potentially dragging her to the direction, or like the shadow figure even?
It's a person encased in shadow standing next to Vera. She has not moved.
Okay. I'm gonna reach into my bag, even though this is a terrible idea with a dead FBI agent on the beach. Actually, maybe I won't. How close are we to any like residential or things that might be open? The gunshots will be heard, but will they know immediately where it's coming from?
There are hotels along this strip of beach and an ice cream shop, but the ice cream shop is closed.
Okay, and Wally's not near us for the silence bubble, is he? That's all.
You haven't seen Wally since you left.
Fair enough, that's true.
For all you know, he didn't come to the beach with you.
I'm safe.
Emeric's gonna tell Lanny, quickly take a shot and let's go.
Lanny,
instructing her to do the quick draw thing and just pop at that guy and
Dex and firearms for Lanny.
And quick draw, yes. I assume.
Yes.
That's what she's built to do. All right, let's see. Come on, Lanny, you got 9 dice. You can do this. Oh my god, she can really do this. That is 10 successes with a double crit.
She got a 1 with the bestial failure.
Oh fuck!
You're gonna die.
That's a lot. It's a Desert Eagle, so it's +3 damage as well.
So, Parker, you feel the tendrils unwrap themselves from your leg just as Scott blinks in front of you. 1 minute he wasn't there, and next he was, and he is helping you to your feet. You hear a shriek of pain, Emeric, from the shadowed individual as Lanny hits her mark very efficiently. And you see the shadows drop just a little bit. Enough for you to give me a wits and awareness, because you're the only one looking in this moment.
All right.
Do I need to roll anything for me to keep myself, or wait?
You don't have to roll anything. It's just a rouse check. Because, yeah. It's just your typical rouse check to see if you get hungrier. Because she's nowhere near you right now.
2 successes.
2 successes. All you're able to make out is black hair and an olive-toned skin. Before the shadows form up again. And then, as a result of the bestial failure and the rage she is feeling right now, you see the shadows start to spread across the sand, turning the sand black. Like, the sand looks like it's turning black. She is basically stretching out oblivion all around her. Even Vera, you notice, is starting to back away from this person.
Okay,
Leaf.
You know what?
Run.
I think I'm gonna take another. I'm gonna take a shot. I mean, we're far enough away at this point. We're like a full distance away, and we're just shooting at this person.
You're still on the sand, and she is using Stygian Shroud.
Okay.
Run, motherfucker.
Yeah. Can I guess, run and shoot as I'm like shoot at her as I'm running away, and then put the gun away and get the fuck out of there?
You can run or you can shoot. If you run and shoot, you're gonna take a penalty to fleeing.
Okay. I'm not that good at shooting. I guess I'll just flee. It
All right.
Makes more sense. I'll stick with my original plan. Shoot her, distract her, get the hell out of there.
Everyone, make your dex and not Parker. Dex and athletics from You're good. You're in the parking lot. You're not even on the sand. So dex and athletics for Emeric and Lanny. Parker, you are being picked up off your feet, and Scott is going to blink you guys out of there. Going Princess carry you out. Okay, he did not get hungry.
Lanny got 5 successes.
I forgot to put his hunger.
4 successes. Should I willpower? No, I'm super low on willpower, guy.
How much?
How much willpower do I have left, or how many?
No,
successes?
how much successes?
4 successes.
Okay, 4 is enough. So Parker, you feel yourself being lifted into Scott's arms, and all of a sudden you're in the parking lot. Emeric and Lanny, you run the rest of the way. You don't have to guess how Scott beat you there because he's a Bruja, and they can be fast.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And as you guys are running away, you see the unicorn van pulling up.
Yeah, gonna get into the van and tell them to drive to the museum.
I would like to do a wits and awareness with heightened senses to see what the fuck is going on.
I'm gonna be very clear to say drive, but you can do that.
She can still look as you guys are driving away.
Yeah.
So, go ahead and roll wits and awareness with your heightened senses. Shaun, I'm gonna need another dex and drive. You can get an assist from Lanny, too.
Fair enough. She's real good at driving. So.
How do I add that? Because these dice do not like me.
So just roll us another dice.
Do I just roll it like an extra? Because I've already rolled.
Yeah, just roll an extra dice.
Everyone made it to the car?
Everyone's in the car.
It says I have 2 successes, so I'm gonna try to use a willpower.
Absolutely.
So I'm visible now if I am inside the car.
Yeah, well, I would assume Scott was ahead of you, so he opened the car door, so you don't have to go in. Like, getting in the car, you didn't engage with the door, so you can still be invisible, but if they bump into you, you might...
No, I'm in the coterie. I promised them that I would not do any shit.
Okay.
And if someone tries to sit on me, it's going to get ugly, so I'm gonna be visible.
Okay, so you're coming into visibility then, once you get in the car?
Yes.
Okay. That...
And I'm putting
at least-
myself smack down in the middle because I don't want to be near windows.
Okay.
I
Alright.
got 6 successes. So
Alright. So, Shaun, you are able to peel out. The car's struggling just a little bit because the front bumper is kind of fucked. But as he's driving away, the rest of you are safely in the car. Leaf, you look through out the passenger side window, and you see an alarming massive shadow taking over the beach. You see what was Oscar's body lying in the sand being encased in the shadow until you can no longer see it.
Oh, look, it took care of it for us.
Do I make out any of the other shadow people that are around as well? 'Cause
Cannot see anything through the inky blackness. Heightened senses does not allow
I
you
know,
to
I
see
know.
through magical shadow.
I know. I'm working on it. It's not a fucking thing.
But
Leaf audibly says, "What the actual fuck?" Like very loudly, just
what the
complete fucking shock going through her body as she sees it because she knows what's going on.
Friends of yours?
Absolutely not. I don't know what the fuck is happening right now. Are you guys okay? Is everybody okay? Was anybody touched? What the fuck is going on?
Parker killed Oscar. That was fun.
What?
Emeric was entrenched and Vera wanted the Google, so Parker took care of it. You cannot fight for a thing that is not there anymore.
Should not have done that. You have wasted so much planning.
Emeric, if you were...
Let's go to the museum. Don't want to talk about it right now.
What the fuck? What happened? Everybody tell us everything, one at a time.
And 3 of your buddies happened.
Do not tell... No, they're not mine.
They're your clan.
No.
I know I know what I saw. You know what you saw. You looked out there.
Yeah, and I know for a fact that not a single one of my clan in their separate entities get along with each other. So no, they were not with me. If they were, they wouldn't have been attacking you.
Right. Either way, let's go to the museum. Vera's here. She wanted Oscar, and I assume she wants her sister.
I mean, 1 for 1.
And as you all drive towards the downtown area, safe, but down a ghoul, we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session. We pan over back to the beach. The darkness has receded, and standing on the beach is Vera with the shadowy individual. Vera approaches angrily. Seriously? You fucking lost control. You should have just fucking done it and just killed the little brat, and instead you just lost control and you ruined everything. So did that little brat. The shadows fall, and a woman with olive complexion, black hair, Sicilian in descent, stands there wearing a very form-fitting dress. You do not speak to me that way. Understood? And her eyes pitch black, looking at Vera. Vera backs off a little bit. Just fucking get your shit together, Teresa. And that's where we're gonna end our session. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Mementos. We can't wait to see what our coterie will do next now that there is a Rogue Lasombra and one of the handmaidens on the board. Oscar's down, but the coterie's still thriving. On Tuesday, tomorrow, we have an episode of Rage Across Tampa over on Twitch. It's our Werewolf the Apocalypse stream. Make sure to check that out. On Thursday, we have an episode of Don't Get Caught. On Friday, we have our Hunter the Reckoning Chronicle, which is ST by Cole. And on Saturday, we have After Dark. And on Sunday, we have an episode of Bloody Strings over on Twitch as well. All of these shows are on Twitch. This is our only YouTube exclusive at the moment. We shall see what the future holds. Until then, we'll see you here next week for another episode of Mementos. Have a lovely rest of your evening, folks. Bye.